suggested that this was intended to be a real, though subtle, threat on his life, and that this was a threat that Brother Ali and myself collaborated in. And he made the claim that once the flyer went out and the community responded negatively, that Brother Ali and myself got together and decided that I need to be, in order to protect my public image, I need to be extricated from it so that Brother Ali would be my fall guy. That is as distant from the truth of the matter as the East is from the West. And because the implications are so significant, because I actually share now as I did then, the hope that Brother Phil obviously feels upon seeing that. I want to clarify the matter, provide some facts that did not make it into the discussion. It's necessary to battle the myth with the data. So I need to clarify that whole scenario. Before I do, let me say this. Brother Ali is my brother. Brother Phil Valentine is my brother. I love them both as brothers. I won't be saddled with any one of their mess. My mess, I take full responsibility for. And you can call me to account for my messes. But don't saddle me with other folks' mess. So allow me to clarify how it really went down. Because the thought that these brothers right here, please show the brothers. The thought that we were subtly put a threat out there, throw a rock and hide our hand. That's not how we do. That's not how we roll. We say what we mean, and we mean what we say. When Brother Ali, whom I am friends with then and now, attended the In the Ghetto Scholarship lecture in Trenton and was inspired by it. He had already had planned an event. Brother Ali attended the lecture, was inspired. He had already had an event planned for Harlem. He invited me to speak at his event. My operations officer, negotiated with his people as we do when I'm invited. Same process when I'm invited by organizations to speak, negotiate the details, and we agreed I will speak at his event. Shortly thereafter, we were approached with the idea, since I spoke on the In the Ghetto Scholarship in Trenton, he wanted to make this event the In the Ghetto Scholarship Part 2, we immediately said no. We did not want the event to be the In the Ghetto Scholarship Part 2. I said the In the Ghetto Scholarship, and I had a very particular meaning. I didn't know what he meant by ghetto scholarship in the end of it. And I did not want the phrase I coined, its meaning to be hijacked. I didn't know that he would, but I didn't want to take the risk and have that hijacked meaning associated with me. So we said no. We do not want the event called the In the Ghetto Scholarship Part 2. We did a flight and advertised the event, and then he did a flyer unbeknownst to us. And the fact of the matter is, contrary to what Brother Phil presented, when we got the flyer, we weren't forwarded the flyer in advance. The flyer was posted and it was brought to our attention. We were angered by the flyer.
Sir.
I was personally angered because my name was on it.
Yes, sir.
And the title that I had rejected was on it, In the Ghetto Scholarship Part 2. We specifically said no. We do not want this event called the In the Ghetto Scholarship Part 2. But there it was, the name, the imagery, and my name. We immediately contacted Brother.
Yes, sir.
Not to plan a way out for me. I don't need a way out. I was offended not because I was afraid of consequences to me. I was offended because I was horrified by the implications of that flight. I don't hate Phil. I love Phil. He's my brother. I didn't want to be associated with imagery that could have implied I wanted him harm. The disagreement with him was always academic, historical. I had no, and still is, I had no personal beef. So me and everyone on my team were upset with the flyer. We immediately communicated that to Ali, Brother Ali, and that's why the apology, or apology, non-apology, was put forward by the brother. Because we expressed our anger and being associated with it. And when I, again, came to Harlem, I reiterated. It was suggested, well, why didn't I pull out? What I had prepared to say in Harlem, I think it was necessary that I said, especially in light of the events. And I thought it would have been more appropriate for me to come to Harlem and face the people. See, that would have been a punk move if I pulled out. That would suggest I'm afraid to face the people. But we made the decision to go to Harlem and face Brother Ali and the people and make it clear our disapproval and our anger over the flight. Now, that's the historical context. There was no collaborative effort. Brother Ali is not a proxy to me or me. He does his thing. Brother Phil does his thing. I do my thing. We are brothers. We have disagreements. We have agreements. There is much in what Brother Phil says that I agree with. I think Brother Phil is a very